Today is Monday, August 22nd. Pretty late in the day right now. Market's still open. I want to take a look at volume because the last couple of years since QE started, volume really hasn't been doing its job, not really giving us too many clues. But I want to say that it's not dead yet. I want to take a look at this stock. Valeant Pharmaceuticals. Probably have been following this on the most active list recently. But here's a chart scrolled back in time, ending in 2015, September. You can see volume, nothing special there. You get a gap up, big volume, just as you'd expect it to work. Let's scroll forward in time. You see a big spike here on the decline, as you'd expect, no surprises. And here's another big spike coming up as it tanks again. So you had a little clue that something was really bad here before the real bad stuff happens. We'll scroll forward just one day at a time here. You can see what's going on. And then it calms down a little bit, as you'd expect after such a fall. It kind of settles into this higher volume average, falls again, and now it's really getting to super high volume, much higher than what it's used to trade. Okay, well, you'd expect that if the stock were trading at maybe $1 or $2, but it's still trading at a pretty decent price. I'm not saying it's a cheap price, just it's got some numbers to it. Anyway, now you can see that it's got this rounded type of bottom shape here. The 50-day average is finally caught up to it, or caught down to it, if you will. Let's zoom in a little bit and see what's going on here. And you got a couple of volume spikes here. There's one down as you'd expect, another one as it goes up as you'd expect. Let's take a little closer look. I'm going to use on balance volume, or cumulative volume. Now what you see here is that it's falling and then it's rising. Something is a little different here. Something happened in June. And whether it's fundamental, technical, quantitative, I don't really care. The chart here is just showing that volume was flowing out and now it's flowing in. I'm not going to say it's a bottom, just something that we have to take note. So let's go to the actual volume itself and see, maybe this is actual accumulation of this stock. Zoom in again. Well, if it is a rounded bottom, not sure if I have the rounded bottom confirmation in the volume. I want to see a saucer shape down here as well. That's not really the case. Or is it? Some people might call this a cup with handle pattern. I don't. That's supposed to be a continuation, not a reversal. But anyway, you do have big volume on this jump up through the 50-day and through its highest level in a couple of months. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn volume into colors. A lot of people look at it this way anyway. And we'll come up here to volume, and we'll make this green on the up, red on the down. No surprise there. Let's make it real red. Okay. So you can see big volume spikes on the down here. Kind of even here. Now this is a big volume spike on an up. Now this is really a little deceiving. It's up on the day. It's not up net from the previous day. But the real change here is where you had this higher volume on the downs, and now you're starting at these higher volumes on the ups. And that's also a little change. And even more, volume is a little higher this last 2 weeks than it was last month. So to me, it looks a little bit like accumulation on this stock. And something is a little different here. I'm not recommending going out and buying it, but I think this is something to investigate because something has changed in the technicals here in terms of volume. I think this is an accumulation, and it is something that is going to probably show up pretty soon in price.